All right, dancers. Hi, I'm Cadence, and today I'm going to teach you about what the different kinds of stretching are and when dancers should use them. Okay, to start out, let's just look at it. We have static, dynamic, and PNF stretching. We're going to go to static stretching. So, static stretching is holding a stretch at its end range for 20 to 60 seconds. So, I have an example of a forward hold here. It's things like holding your splits, just like basically getting into position, getting to your fullest range, and holding it for 20 to 60 seconds. It is best for recovery, temporary relief, and cool down. This is because it cools down the muscles after dancing, it reduces muscle tension and helps the nervous system relax. However, it does not build long-term flexibility, and it may reduce strength or jump height if done before class. It does this by creating a temporary increase in muscle length by relaxing the muscles and reducing the nervous system tension. At the same time, it decreases motor unit activity, which calms the body, but also reduces power if done before dancing. Sorry, it looks like I cut it off. It signals the muscle spindle to relax when gently held. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which rests and digests, lowering the muscle tone. It temporarily increases range through neural inhibition, but it's not long-term change. It's great for cooling down, but not ideal before explosive movement. So, static stretching, do not do it before class. It will cause you to have less power and less energy in your muscles once you start dancing. Next, we have dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretching is moving the joints through the full range of motion with control. For example, I have a little picture here. If these are hip swings, swing front and back. There are other things like going into lunges. If you ever go to sports games or anything, you'll see all of the athletes at the beginning doing little warm-ups, like hamstring scoops or things like that. Those are all examples of dynamic stretching. It is best for warm-ups, injury prevention, and neural activation. This is because it activates the nervous system and blood flow, prepares muscles to move through range, not just sit in it. It mimics choreography, fluid, moving, controlled, and it doesn't reduce performance, it enhances it. It does this by increasing blood flow, elevating muscle temperature, and activating your nervous system to prepare your body for movement. It simulates the stretch reflex in a controlled way, helping muscles fire faster and joints move more efficiently through the range. It activates your sympathetic nervous system, which makes your body alert and responsive. It increases the synovial fluid in joints, which makes for smoother, safer movement. It boosts motor unit recruitment, which makes faster and stronger muscle activation. So, dynamic stretching, overall, it is best to use before class because we don't want to use it after class because it won't give you extended flexibility. But what it will do is it will warm up your body, warm up your nervous system to be able to do things in your dance class so that you can prevent injury. All right, moving on. And the last kind is PNF stretching, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Sorry, I meant to put that on there. The definition is contracting a muscle before relaxing into a deeper stretch. So in this situation, I have a guy doing a leg hold. So as dancers, what we would do is we would be holding onto our ankle or our foot. We would bend our knee, let it relax into our chest, and then we straighten it. It is best for long-term flexibility, range of motion, ROM gains, and technique improvement. This is because it is the most effective method for improving flexibility. It has been shown to improve passive and active range of motions and involves contracting then relaxing the target muscle. It builds usable range, not just passive positions in it. It does this uses a contract-relax method to override your brain's protective reflex that limits flexibility. By contracting the muscle first, then relaxing, it activates the Golgi tendon organ, which is a sensor receptor located at the junction where a muscle and its tendon meet, which triggers a reflex and signals your nervous system to allow for a safer, deeper stretch. So step 1, the isometric contraction, which is like the plie in a leg, and it simulates the Golgi tendon organ. The second step is the GTO reduces tension in the muscle called autogenic inhibition. Step 3 is the nervous system allows for more range because it no longer senses a threat. It builds flexibility with control, not just passive force. It leads to lasting improvements in usable range for dance, and it mimics choreography and tempo coordination. So, overall, best for warming up is dynamic. Before any class, rehearsal, or workout, dynamic stretching is the most effective way to prepare your body. This style of stretching involves moving the joints through a full range of motion with control, such as leg swings, arm circles, or walking lunges. Dynamic stretching increases blood flow, raises muscle temperature, and activates the nervous system so the body can respond quickly and efficiently. It mimics the flow and transitions of actual choreography, making the ideal way to prime both muscles and coordination without reducing power or control. Unlike static stretching, which can reduce muscular output when done before dancing, dynamic stretching keeps you responsive, stable, and ready to move. Best for post-dancing, but not flexibility-focused, is static. After dancing, static stretching is valuable for releasing tension and helps the nervous system transition into recovery. This method involves holding a stretch at the end of your range for 20 to 60 seconds, which signals the body to relax and reduce muscular tone. Static stretching doesn't improve long-term flexibility significantly on its own, but it's excellent for restoring balance after intense movement and reducing delayed onset soreness. Think of it as a reset, a way to elongate tight muscles, calm the breath, and shift the body from high energy output into a restorative state. It's best used after training or as part of a bedtime wind down, not as a warm-up. If you do this as a warm-up, you will be giving yourself more opportunities to have injury because it's not warming your muscles up and it's not helping you be more flexible. However, done after dancing, it cools down your body and allows you to go into a recovery state. So if you're not trying to be flexibility focused and you're just trying to relax your muscles and to prevent injury and to not be as sore the next day, then I would do static stretching. Best for post-dancing flexibility focus is PNF stretching. To actually increase usable flexibility over time, PNF is the most effective and science-based backed method. It works by combining muscular contractions with stretches, usually pressing against resistance for a few seconds and then relaxing into the deeper stretch. This technique overrides the brain's protective reflexes, like the stretch reflex, allowing the body to access deeper ranges safely. PNF retrains your nervous system to trust your flexibility, which leads to real, sustainable gains in turnout, extensions, and overall mobility. It's ideal after dance or during dedicated flexibility sessions, and builds not just passive range, but active control in your lines. So, now that you've learned about all of these things, you have to ask yourself, which ones have I been doing? If you're trying to get more flexible, have you only been doing static stretching? If you've noticed that after static stretching that you have less power, try dynamic. And if you're trying to get more flexible, the best thing to do is to focus on PNF stretching. Prior to PNF stretching, it is best to do a dynamic warm-up so that your body is prepared. And then you can go into the PNF exercises, which will help you elongate your muscles. I hope you enjoyed this video explaining how you should be stretching and what the different kinds of stretching are. I'm going to be coming out with more educational videos like these so that you can know what you need to do to optimize your dancing. So go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more of those. I will also be coming out with a PNF stretching program soon. It will help you create long-lasting flexibility fast. Happy dancing!